Okay, good morning. I am here. Friend is here, hiding in the back a little bit. We are going to watch an episode of One Step Beyond. So I've been trying to get an episode up for a couple of days now. The episode I was trying to do specifically has no sound. And I downloaded multiple versions of it, and I can't get one with sound for some reason. The sound only works in my headphones, and not when I'm recording. I have it play audibly. I'm not using my headphones. So I don't know how we're going to get that one specific episode filmed, but I got so hung up on getting it filmed that I lost track of the fact that there's like 100 other episodes I could be reviewing and watching while we try to figure that one out. So we're moving forward, and this one is called Premonition. 1 second. Whatever that was, we're hitting play.
The next 30 minutes could happen to anybody. To you or your neighbor. Maybe it has. Maybe it will. If it ever does, would you believe it? Would you have the nerve to talk about it?
Lisa! A little more.
Lisa! 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 Où est cette petite? Oh mon Dieu, mon Dieu, mon Dieu. Lisa! It is time for your ballet lesson. Come on! Vite! Where is that child? Oh, this is terrible. Look at your face. This is certainly not ladylike. Ivy has been looking for you. Annette is waiting for you. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? C'est terrible. On ne peut pas compter sur vous.
Lisa Garrick, age 11. Reluctant ballerina. How nice to be 11 in the wonderful world of 1901. A world of peace and security, and for little girls, fun. No reason for it to ever change. No reason that Lisa knew of.
1, 2, 3, 4. Higher, Lisa, higher. That's better. 1, 2.
My arm is not stiff at all.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, Mr. Garrick. Oh, I didn't mean to pry. I was only passing.
That's all right, Abby.
This is not the same
I don't
monster
blame
from
you for
before.
Oh, she's a picture. She's so lovely. I can close my eyes and almost see her mother.
Might have a problem.
Yes, she has the same grace, the same love of life.
1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. Now let's do.
Mademoiselle Guerrero, I'm tired. Couldn't I rest for a minute?
Tired? We just started. A ballet dancer tired? That is not possible. Come on. Daddy!
Oh, hey, that was pretty good, wasn't it? Catching that leap that way. What do you think, Mademoiselle Garot? Would I make a good partner for this prima ballerina, or do you think I'm starting a little late?
Daddy, don't pat that do with me. Well, you can
Oh,
do it.
no.
Come on,
Well,
try it.
stop, Lisa. Your father is much too old for that kind of foolishness.
Mademoiselle Garot is quite right. As a ballet dancer, I'm afraid I'm past my prime. Now, you go right ahead with your lesson, and I'll watch from over here.
Let's show the turns to your father. Annette, please, la grande valse brillante. Go to the center of the floor, please. Ready? Begin. Faster. That's better. Faster. Good, Lisa. Good.
She's spinning like a doll in a jewelry box.
Good. Bravo, ballerina. Bravo. Oh, il était merveilleux. Elle fait vraiment des progrès, n'est-ce pas? Stop now. That is enough. Well, stop, Lisa. That is enough, I say.
Tell the pianist to stop.
Stop, I say. Lisa!
Lisa is stimming right now. Let her be. And again, why are they not telling the pianist to stop?
Lisa! Lisa!
Seems both her and the pianist were possessed. I like the bed thing that goes swoop.
Has she ever suffered from vertigo, dizzy spells, faintness, that sort of thing?
Never, Dr. Parsons. She's always been a healthy child. She's never been sick.
She doesn't seem to have struck her head when she fell, but she certainly has sustained some kind of shock. Probably some infantile hysteria.
But I tell you, Dr. Parsons, she isn't the sort of child.
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Lisa. Lisa, darling, what is it?
It fell! It fell on top of me!
What did, young lady?
The chandelier! It tore out of the ceiling on top of me! On top of
Lisa,
me!
the chandelier didn't fall.
It did, Daddy! It did! It fell on top of me!
Honey, you just imagined it.
Daddy, you've got to believe me! Please listen! It came out of the ceiling! Lester and the wood cracked all to pieces!
Honey, I saw the chandelier only a few moments ago. It's right where it's always been.
Daddy, I saw it! Please listen! It came out and it smashed and a jangle and I was under it! Daddy, I was under it!
All right.
Now, young lady, I think we've heard enough of that, don't you? You had a dizzy spell and you fainted. Now I want you to rest and sleep. And when you're all calmed down, you'll see that it was just your imagination. Ah, here we are.
It came out of the ceiling.
You, Abby?
Lester and the wood cracked all to pieces. Daddy, I saw it. I saw it.
All right, honey, I believe you.
Here, Lisa, let me see you take this. It'll help you rest.
That little girl seems familiar. I wonder if she's been in other episodes of this series or if she's been in another show I've seen.
You promise.
I'll try, Daddy.
Good girl.
Give her another one tomorrow if she has trouble sleeping, but I don't believe she will. After a good night's rest, it'll be gone from her mind.
Thank you, Doctor.
What exactly are they drugging her with? Something to put her to sleep. Back then it was probably like morphine. Or Xanax.
I saw it. I saw it. Abby, I saw it.
But back then they gave morphine for a whole lot of shit that you didn't need morphine for. They prescribed that shit like Advil. They said this was 1901. That was a big age of drug the kids. She's a very pretty little girl. You know, I think maybe she was in the dead part of the house, which I watched on the other channel years ago.
Lisa! Oh, Mr. Garrick! Oh, darling, I didn't mean to frighten you. What in the world are you doing up at this hour?
I wanted to look. I just had to. I just had to.
Lisa. Lisa, darling, what's the matter?
I looked in to see if she was sleeping, and I found her down here, sir.
Oh, Daddy. Daddy, I had to stay up. I just had to.
Why, of course you did, darling. Now, let's have a real look, shall we? Come along, Lisa.
No.
There. Nothing's going to happen, you see?
No, Daddy, no. It wasn't you. It was me.
How much much work would it take for them to take down that chandelier to comfort her? Because it seems like it would be the better option at this point if she's that upset by it. Your house is big and beautiful even without that one lighting fixture.
Eat a little breakfast, honey. You'll feel better.
I think the comfort of your child should be more important than the aesthetic of
darling?
your home.
Still upset about yesterday? You'll forget about it soon.
No, I won't.
You know how when you get dizzy, everything kind of spins around? Well, it looks like you got so dizzy doing those turns yesterday that things not only went around like this, but up and down, too.
Only down.
All right, only down. But it happens to everybody. It's just kind of a trick our imagination plays on us.
Daddy, it wasn't my imagination. It was real.
Real?
Yes.
But how could it be? The chandelier's still there, isn't it?
Yes.
And you're here with me, aren't you?
Yes, but it was real.
Well, all right. That's better. I'm working home today, so maybe we can spend a couple of hours together this afternoon. How about it?
I'd like that, Daddy. Come on, Abby, throw them to me.
I'm sending them right. It just goes where it has a mind to.
Oh, Abby, no, that's all wrong. You've got to throw it overhand.
Well, all right, I'll try. Oh.
What? What are you doing? Who throws a ball like that? I know the cliche women can't play ball, but like, why would you even be holding it like that? Is it really heavy? It's bouncing, so probably not.
Lisa, did you find it? Lisa, what's taking you so long?
Didn't he say he was going to be home? Oh, good, they're taking it down.
Would you call Miss Lisa for me, please, Abby?
To come in here, sir?
Yes, please.
Why, she won't come in this room, Mr. Garrick. You know that, sir. She hasn't been in this room in more than 10 years.
Abby, please. Call her.
10 years. They didn't take it down when she was a child?
Well, what do you say, Ed?
He's as sound as a dollar, Mr. Gary. It would take an earthquake to move her. She's as strong as the day she was put in. If she'd moved at all, there would have been cracks in the plaster, and there isn't any. And there's no rust on the metalwork. She's as sound as a dollar, Mr. Gary.
You're absolutely sure?
Yes, sir. There's a little trap in the ceiling that leads to where she's anchored. I inspected all the fittings, and there's no rust on the metalwork. She's as strong as the day she was put in. If she'd moved at all, there would have been cracks in the plaster, and there isn't any. I'd say it would take an earthquake to move her.
All right, thank you, Ed.
Thank you.
Me, Daddy?
He said that
Yes,
twice.
Lisa. You remember Ed Matthews?
Of course. How are you, Mr. Matthews?
We have
I'm fine,
earthquakes all
thank
the
you.
time.
You look lovely every time I see you, Miss Garrett.
It has gone all over the chandelier from top to bottom.
Daddy, please.
Oh, the chandelier was put up there to stay, Miss Garrett. It would take an earthquake to
All right,
move
Ed,
it.
thank you very much. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, sure, Mr. Garrett. Sure. Excuse me, miss.
We've been having many
Oh, you see, darling?
aftershocks
You believe me now,
for
don't you?
weeks.
If anything were wrong, Ed Matthews would have found it.
Daddy.
Lisa, listen to me. You're not a child
Daddy,
any longer.
please.
Now, he's a dick. He should have taken that shit down when she was a child. He made her live her entire life in fear
Lisa?
of that fucking thing,
May I come in?
so that his house would
Certainly,
look
Daddy.
nice.
George is downstairs.
Already? Golly, I'd better hurry.
Where are you going?
To the opera. Louise and Melissa.
Why don't you all come back here afterwards for a late supper? I'm sure Abby and Mrs. Wilson would be happy to prepare something for you.
Thank you. Maybe we will. Could you fasten me, please?
Certainly. Oh, you look perfectly charming.
Thank you.
Pretty
Darling,
gross.
I have a request to make of you. I'm not going to demand it because I respect your feelings.
I know you do, Daddy. You always have, and I'm very grateful.
You know, for generations, the women of my family have made their debuts in the ballroom. This is a special occasion. Not only your debut, but the announcement of your engagement as well. It just wouldn't seem right to have it anyplace else, would it?
No, I suppose it wouldn't. I know it's childish, but I just can't help it. I can't. I just can't. It's still so vivid to me.
Lisa, darling girl, do you think for one moment I would contemplate the possibility of endangering the life of my child? Not to mention my guests. Of course I wouldn't. In the 10 years since your experience, the chandelier hasn't budged in its moorings a fraction of an inch. If there was the slightest sign of weakness, Ed Matthews would have found it.
Yes, I'm sure he would have. If he could see it. But how do we know?
We don't, of course. We don't know when a horse will run away. We don't know where lightning will strike. We don't know what deadly germs are in the very air we breathe. But we can't very well organize our lives around such fears, can we? No. Darling, it means a great deal to me. Have you spoken to George about this? Well, you don't have to give me your answer now, but will you think about it?
Yes, Daddy, I'll think about it.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
Daddy? I'll try. I promise.
Good girl.
Again, he should have taken that thing down when she was a child and having mental distress because of it. If your child is under mental duress like that and you're choosing the aesthetic of your home, you're a piece of shit.
Sorry, George. Ready?
I have been for years.
Daddy talked to me tonight about having the engagement party in there.
Mm-hmm. What did you tell him?
I told him I'd think about it. You think I'm being very foolish, don't you?
I think you're beautiful, adorable, and just a little foolish.
Well, maybe I am. I don't know. I really don't know.
She does know, it's just that everybody is telling her she's crazy. Sometimes you have a feeling about
Are there any more
things.
potatoes? I'll see if I can find you some more, sir.
Again, Mother. Don't you realize there's a limit to the capacity of the human body?
Yes, but that's exactly what I'm trying to find out, the limit. Now, don't scoff. This is in the nature of a scientific experiment.
Well, at the rate you're going, you'd liable to become a martyr to science. You are prepared, I assume, to die if need be for the service of your cause?
Of course. And what a glorious death that would be. The victim of a final filet mignon. Or of an innocent but lethal brook trout.
That's ridiculous, dying from overeating. I should think it would be very untidy.
Oh, not a bit. At any rate, that's just the way I want to go. Indulging myself to the very last. How about you, Evan? Wouldn't you like to die like that?
Oh, no, not me. I want to go in my sleep when I least expect it. Then all my relatives will be shocked, particularly when they read my will and find I died penniless.
How about you, Melissa?
Oh, I wanted to go in great style. Painlessly, of course. In a great silken bed with all my grandchildren around me weeping softly.
Oh, I know. And with muted strings playing softly in the background.
It's better than dying with your stomach full.
How about you, Lisa?
What?
Well, how would you like to die?
I know how I'm going to die.
How she? How in the world can she? How in the world she could know?
Pause it real quick. I like that he phrased it, how would you like to die? As if he's giving her an option of entrees for the night. Side note, I was born in a car, and I've always believed that I will probably die in a car. And after living in a truck while I was homeless, I've come to believe that it will probably because I'll be living in a vehicle when I die. Which I'm kind of okay with.
Lisa rightfully believes that at the appointed time, a special deputation of angels and archangels will come. Well, don't you think that's just as likely to come from on high as something falling from a...
Please, George, please.
I hate that everybody's making fun of her for being afraid of this chandelier. Because her feelings are valid. It's just
Did I say
others
something
don't
wrong?
feel
I was
them.
only joking.
Of course you were. There was no reason to take it so seriously.
Why did you get so upset? It hasn't anything to do with us. Please believe me, it's something that... Well, it's hard to explain.
Bullshit, it has nothing to do with you. You're actively mocking something that greatly distresses her. That has to do with you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit that she should not be marrying. Sorry.
I'm sorry, but maybe we'd better leave. Lisa's, well, she's trying to work out a problem. You know, one of those things.
And she's trying to work it out
I think so,
completely
George.
alone
Far
because
be it from
everybody
us to be
around her
true.
sucks.
Well, anyway, it's getting late, and Father will be furious and if I don't come home soon.
Thanks, Lisa.
Tell Lisa I hope she feels better tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure she will. It's
At
just...
least we could have finished eating.
Really, Martin, you're always thinking about your stomach. Good night, George.
Good night, George.
Good night. I'll say your goodbyes to Lisa for you.
The sad thing is that man was probably considered fat back then. They really thought they were hiring a fat actor to play that part.
Lisa, wait!
I can't. Oh, darling, I tried. I tried for Father, for you. I can't. I just can't.
We're going to announce our engagement right here.
No.
Yes.
No.
And I'm going to dance a waltz with my own beloved Garrick woman from one end of this room to the other.
George, I beg you not to. No.
Dance with me.
No, George, no.
Dance with me.
Please, I beg you not to.
Listen, Lisa. Was I in your vision? Did the chandelier fall on me too? As long as you're in my arms, it can't fall.
The fact that she's about to marry this man and he's already being this controlling about something that is distressing to her
I can't.
is frustrating.
Look up.
No.
Look up, Lisa.
And the fact that that was the normal way to treat women back then is also
Look up,
frustrating.
Lisa.
There are people my grandmother's age who would think he's being gentle with her.
It can't fall. It can't fall.
But she is clearly not okay. I love the gloves. I need to get me some full arm length gloves to cover my scars. I can just go out and be an elegant lady with long gloves.
Yes, that's Lisa. But it's no longer 1901. Now it's 1947, June 12th. And this wonderful party is for Lisa's granddaughter, who tonight is making her debut. So Lisa's premonition of disaster was all wrong.
So if Lisa was 11 in 1901, and it's now 1947, Lisa's in her 50s?
Lisa! Lisa!
All wrong. As her namesake danced beneath it, the great chandelier fell, just as Lisa had seen it fall many years ago. The premonition came true 2 generations later. To whom it happened, we know. Where it happened, we know. How or why it happened. But I'm not quite ready to say goodnight.
That almost made me cry.
Reading from left to right.
I think this is a preview for the next episode, which looks like it's going to be the dead part of the house, which I think we finished. I said almost, and I'm literally crying. Why am I crying? Why did it kill her grandchild? Sorry.
Jennifer, Rose, and Mary. Dolls? Yes. But not nearly so innocent as they seem. Next week, they take over the life of a lonely little girl with devastating results.
Okay, so the prologue at the end there was about the episode The Dead Part of the House, which we have watched. We watched that 2 years ago, actually, on our original channel, but I stole it recently and put it on this channel, so that reaction is here if you are interested in watching that one as well. I need to cry for a minute, apparently, and I don't really know why, except that the idea of fate going after her granddaughter instead of her brought me so much about my family going after my brother instead of me. And it's a lot.